Alrighty boys, so how's it going today? So it's another cloudy day. Well, it was sunny earlier. I got a video coming up for tomorrow. I found a couple more washers. I actually found a big horde of them earlier. This video might seem kind of backwards because I didn't really plan on making another video today. But this video is for savagenomore. If you watch your savagenomore, you remember when that extension cord quit, which is this guy right here laying on the floor. Well, buddy, I managed to find some new ends for her, and I put them on. That's the plug-in side. That's the side that goes actually in the, well, you know. It really wasn't that bad, I guess. It was just 3 wires. I wasn't sure which one was like positive, negative, and in the ground. Wasn't sure. This is the brand of them. And savagenomore, you were right about the ends, but honestly, I only had to do one end. Let's see. I cut the old one off. It doesn't look that bad though, but she quit. This is what the problem was. This was the other end. This was the other end. Well, actually, what I did was I cut this one off, the plug-in. I cut that one off. My phone seems to be kind of lagging every now and then. I hope something's going on with my phone, but I cut this one off, and then after that, I plugged it in and plugged in my light. Why is my camera doing that? Well, I'm just going to keep rolling till it blows. As you see, it's running right now, so I'm giving the extension cord a good workout. But I did not have to replace that end. That end was still good, which is actually just this end here. She got duct tape all over it, but this end here was still good. But I went ahead and just cut it off anyway, because you never know, it'll probably quit anyway someday. So both ends have new ends, and I'll probably just throw these away. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. I don't really need the metal. I guess I could break them off and mail them to savagenomore. If you want these ends. I don't need them. I mean, I'm never going to use these damn things again. So, yeah. I mean, it won't even charge me. It won't cost me anything really to send those stupid things. But I just cut them off with this, and I put new ends on. They're a little bit bigger, but it's fine. It'll work. So he was right. It was just the ends. Actually, it was just this end that quit, which is, this. This is why my cord stopped. This thing died, but this one was still good. But I just decided, well, why just have one good end and one rotten end? I might as well cut them both off and slip them on. I kind of just took a risk, and I just hooked up, like, let's say, well, there's 3 wires. Let's just say one is negative, one is positive, and one is the ground, right? Well, this cord has got the twist going on in it, so I don't know. These wires are probably kind of like, might be backwards now, so but I don't think it matters. I still seem to be getting power, so, and the ground as well as the ground. There's a green one that's the ground in the plugins, but on the cord, they're all the same color, which is just kind of like a bronzy gold color. So I just took a risk and I just plugged them in, and this is where it got me. So this is the older extension cord. This is only like a 25 foot or something like that. I'm just going to keep this one here in the shop because I do need one here in the shop too. So the only thing that I don't know, savagenomore, if this is a good thing or not, but when I cut these ends off, I hope it's not going to be a big deal, but I might not get full power. It's this one, I think. I had to cut a few extra pieces up, but if you look inside that, this phone probably won't focus, but there's actually still a little piece of bronze left in there. Now, it's been kind of nicking them. It's been pulling some of them out. Here's a good one. See that bronze in there? So so some of them got ripped out. So I don't know if I'm getting like full power now or if that's going to really matter or what. But I had to cut a little extra off because this wasn't quite good enough. So here's another good shot of that bronzy looking stuff. Some of it got left behind. And I don't know if that's going to change the effect. The plugins are 15 amps, 125 volt. So I should be okay for what I'm going to be using it for. I mean, really all I'm going to be using it for is probably this light. I doubt that I'll probably run my angle grinder off it. Oh yeah, I'll be running my angle grinder off it too. So, yeah. Can't remember what I used yeah, I think last summer this cord worked, but it quit. Because I remember plugging my angle grinder into one of these. So, yeah, I'm just letting it run for a while. I'll break these new ends in a little bit and see if I burn my shop down. I guess the only thing I was kind of worried about was that I might not get it right. I mean, it's only 3 wires that you got to plug in. Well, I figured the one in the middle was the ground and then 2 on the ends were the positive and negative, kind of like Dewey's. I don't know how else to explain it to you, so I'm just saying negative and positive. I don't know if that's really the way they work, but that's just the way I'm explaining it to you. You guys know what I mean. Savagenomore will definitely know what I mean because he knows a hell of a lot more about wiring than me. So I definitely learned something, but you know, not all cords are going to be the same. This is like an older style. This is a flat version. See how each wire is in here. Like there's a wire there, say negative. The middle is your ground, and then the end is your positive. That's how that works. But in these newer ones now, they're probably a little bit different. I don't know, maybe they're still the same. I don't know how that works. I'm not going to cut into a new one. I found I was actually going to buy what was it, like a 5-pack, or no, a 10-pack, 5 negative, 5 plug-in and 5, well, you get 5 different ends. I don't know how to explain this to you. You get 5 females and 5 males plugins on eBay for about $15, and here I found these two at the store that used to be called Pomida, but they changed it over, new owners now, and they had some. They had like quite a few different ones. They had some yellow ones, which I wanted because I wanted to match the cord, and then they had some lime green ones. I was like, ew, those were the ones I was thinking about getting, but I was like, that would look kind of stupid. So I figured, well, if I could find some yellow ones, that'd be awesome. So I found some ends. And Savagenomore, he kind of was, I think he told me that it wasn't really going to be that hard to do. Which, honestly, it wasn't that bad, but I had to pretty much take this off, which is a clamp. Take the screws out of there, take this Dewey out of this Dewey, clamp the wiring onto this Dewey, and then put that Dewey on, and then this Dewey. Well, put this Dewey on first before you put this one on. I've already made that mistake. Savagenomore, I can't remember if he made that same mistake or not, but I did. I actually forgot to put this on first. This one's a little bit different, but this case, this here, has to go on first before you put this on and your plug-in. This has to go on first for the plug-in side. And yeah, I did make that mistake, and I already had hooked the wiring onto this, and I was like, well, what does this go to? I was like, oh shit, I forgot to put that on. So I had to unhook the wiring again. Ugh. See, these Deweys here are a little bit different. See how it's hollow, and the other ones weren't. Well, the older ones ain't. I don't know about these newer ones, but well, I don't want to unplug that. But the older ones are not. They're just closed up. They're open kind of in the middle, but not too bad. So honestly, Savagenomore, really all I had to do was just replace this. I could have let this one go. But I guess this is the male side, I guess. I don't remember. Well, either one's the male and female, but yeah. I figured, well, what's the point of leaving this rotten, crappy thing on? It's all covered in duct tape, you know, because I wanted to make it waterproof and stuff. And figured, well, what the hell is the point of that? Because I'm going to have one nice end, and I'm going to have one crappy end. So like, well, fuck, I might as well switch them around then. So, yeah, so I actually did something for once in my life, and I didn't kill myself, or I didn't, so far I haven't burned my shot down or anything. And I think it was this end, I cut a little bit too much of this yellow wire off, so my wiring does kind of show. But since you put the cap on, I don't know if it was this one or not. As you can see, it gets kind of, you can really clamp that sucker down. So I clamped the living shit out of it. Well, really the plug-in's going right about here, so there's a little bit of wire that shows throughout here. But it ain't gonna matter, because it's covered, for one, it's covered by the case, so no one's really ever gonna get shocked by it, unless you take it apart and touch it while it's still plugged in. And this cord's probably never gonna see outdoor life again. It's gonna probably just stay back here. I'm not gonna bother using it outside, unless it's a good day. But see, like now today, it's pretty crappy. Well, not crappy. I'm not really going to get into details about it because it'll be in tomorrow's video. Because in tomorrow's video, which earlier today I made, I was talking about putting these ends on, and I didn't really think I was going to record any of it, so I just went ahead and put them on. And now, since I'm, I guess proud, I wanted to show it off to you guys, and I want your guys' opinion on what you guys think. But I mean, they're already on, and they seem to be working fine. I was just worried about the negative and the positive. I knew where the ground was. Well, honestly, I figured that the ground, I didn't know where the ground was in this cable. But it's right, if I can do this, well, something like this. I can't bend my finger good enough. But there's only 3 wires. 3 wires, yeah, something like that. I figured these 2 were the positive and negative, and the one in the middle was the ground. So I just did them that way, and there we are. So both ends, the middle, I think as long as you get the ground in the right section, which is in the green part, I think it doesn't matter which way you got the positive and negative, either way they're going to work. So, and they're working. So you can see how's my lights running. And I got a car sitting over there just visiting the neighbors that live in those trees right there. Good lady. She's retired from working now, so well, she's been retired I think for a few years now. So, but yeah. So, anyways, I'm not gonna really, like I said, I'm not gonna get into details about much of anything because I already did in the other video, and that'll probably be up tomorrow. It's uploading right now, but time it gets done, every time I edit it and everything, it'll be too late to upload it. So I'll do it tomorrow. This will be today's video. But in other words, they're savagenomore and everybody else. They're in. They're on. And they were each end was about $8. So probably just about, I don't know, it's probably about the same as I guess what you would get as a 5-pack on eBay. I don't know, 8 plus 8, well, whatever the hell that is. So I could do the math, but I don't feel like doing the math today. So that's a little, it's over $10. Definitely over $10. $8 for each one. And I think the lime green ones I think they were a little bit cheaper, but they looked more cheesier. And they were the lime green color, and I was like, well, I don't want those on my cords, so I just went with these. Let me start a fresh video here. Fresh video. There we go. Okay. I had more trouble again. Stupid damn. I hate this freaking crap on this phone, man. It's stupid. But oh well, it's just that YouTube capture thing anyway. It's not. I got another 1-second video that I gotta remove, but that won't be too bad. So. But yeah, so there we go. Got some new ends put on her. I think I just use this extension cord. Oh, I used to have it running out up to the house. I had about 3 or 4 of these lines hooked on at one time there, you know, and then this one blew off, and then I didn't have any more extension cords, so I just bought that big blue one there, as you guys know, and that's 100 feet. So I should have another extension cord, I think. But I can't remember. I think I had about 3 or 4 of those hooked up. I know I got 2 hooked up now. The blue one, and I got another yellow one that runs up to the house there. But this one used to be a part of that, but I think I'm going to retire from that now and just use them for this kind of stuff. Yeah, I think I used to plug my grinder into this, and it is a triple, so it should have more than enough power to run the grinder. We'll find out when we fry everything, all the shit. But if I do that, then I'll just buy another one, another 25-footer. I don't need 100 feet or even a 50-footer. I think 25 should be enough for here in the shop. So, because I'm never really going to go that far out with it. So this light here has got probably maybe like a 10-foot cord on it. You know, so you got, you know, there's still plenty of cord there yet, and a little bit extra here yet. So I could walk her right out that door if I wanted to, but nah. I got a puddle of water and shit going on here now, so got the not too bad, a little dribble. So yeah, there we go, savagenomore and everybody else. I know I seen that video on savagenomore there when he was doing it, and I thought, well, that would be kind of a nightmare for me because I've never messed with this kind of crap, and honestly, it wasn't too bad. I was just a little bit worried about the wiring, but I don't think it matters. Because I bet you, let's just say maybe that end's on right, but the ends on this one might be the opposite. But I don't know if that would matter or not, but it's working. Like I said, this cord does have some twists in it, so you're never really going to know the true way that it goes. You'd have to pretty much just stretch it right out and work you can see the twist going on in her, you know, and they're really bad right there, so I don't even bother checking or, you know, trying to undo it. But I tried to keep it straight on both ends. I tried to keep the ground on, you know, down on the ground side, so I tried to keep it the same way on every end. But then by the time when I got this end up on the workbench, it was already fucked out, and I was like, oh great, which way do I go now? So I don't know, either they're right or the opposite, but I mean, if it was the opposite, you think that it wouldn't be working. But it's working. And I don't think nothing's getting hot. So, I mean, if it was, you think the cord would be smoking, the dewies would be smoking. But I'm not smelling any burntness. I'm not, you know, seeing smoke. So, yeah, I didn't even have to cut very much off this cord either, so I know that when savagenomore was doing it to that blue cord, he said he had to cut, like 6 feet off each end. I thought, well, that's kind of a waste, but I guess what can you do when they're so crappy on the ends, right? Sorry about that blue thing falling on the camera there. That's just my sweater, Dewey. But I mean, they're not smoking. I'm not smelling anything burntness or anything. So I guess I did something right. So, and another thing is too, well, I'll be explaining it in the other video. I took that other blue thing up to the garage. It was sitting in the corner. It's just like one of those again. I hung that up in the garage for big red pins and stuff for the plow. So, but I'm not going to get into super detailing in this video. You guys want to hear that, you guys can watch the other video. I probably won't upload too much. I mean, I don't really have much plan to do, so I don't have much to do right now. It's getting kind of, oh, excuse me again. It's getting kind of crappy out now because it's melting. And there's still tons of snow everywhere, so I can't pull the cultivator and work on it, so. But I kind of need a little break from YouTube anyway, so I'm just going to try maybe not to upload as much and be done with it. And I do have all 3 lights on, one above the workbench, and then of course then these 2 up here, and then I'm running that one down there, but that ain't nothing. But you know, I mean, I'm running 4 things, and the house seems to be taking the load okay, so I haven't tripped the breakers there yet. So I mean, you can see the twisting in the cable, right? So you would never know which way these go unless you took the time to straighten them out. But I didn't. I got the time, I just ain't got the patience to do it. So I just figured the hell with it. If they're wrong, you just take one end off and you just keep messing with it until you get it right. But clearly, I guess I must have gotten that right the first time. So I'm not bitching. And she's up and running, and right now, just like I said, I'm just letting it work on the breaker and in with the light. The good work, when the time comes to really work it, will be when I use the angle grinder. That'll take a lot more power than this here light. This light is nothing for it yet. So, and it is a triple plug-in, so I can run, things with the triple plug-ins on it. So no trouble. So, but honestly, I like these ends a lot better, and I like the one that savagenomore had because they're a lot more bigger. I like the bigger styles. I mean, look how easy. This is easy to grip now. Look at that. Easy to grip. And these little ones, they're kind of a pain in the ass. I don't really care for them too much. It's just for baby hands, Like, look at that. My big hands compared to that. I can still pull it out, but this one's a little bit bigger, which is nice, but I got even bigger ends now. So that's nice. And then, like I said, in the blue extension cord too has the big ends. This one does. This cord here doesn't, but I wish it did, but it don't. I could cut it off and put a new end on, but a bigger end, but why do that? It seems to work fine. So as long as it works, I'm fine. Once it blows, I'll replace it. So yeah. So there we go, guys. Seems to be fine. I'm not smelling any burntness or seeing smoke or anything. Like I said, I'll let it run for a little bit more yet, and then we'll just see how she works. Nothing's getting hot, nothing's smoking. Like I said, I'm not smelling any burntness or anything, so I think we're fine. And I think this summer, it's a little bit of light coming through. I think I'm going to spray some foam up in that. I got a can of foam left, but I think it's old, but I'll see if it'll push anything out. See, I've foamed up all those holes. Well, I think there's a lot of cold air coming in there too. I think that's why the snow comes in. So I think we'll try to do that this summer. And this cord on this shot vac, I'm probably just going to cut it off. savagenomore, let me know what you think, because I'm probably not going to fix the shot vac. I think it's just too far gone to even do anything with it. It's got the triple connectors. Would it be alright maybe once I cut it off? It's not a very big cord, but we get a little more out of it yet, probably another few inches. But do you think if I cut that end off the shot vac, I could put another one of these ends on and just have like another extension cord? I don't see why not. I mean, it is like 120 volt wire. I'm sure it's like 15 amps too. See, I mean, I guess it is decently long. It's not 15 feet, but maybe like 5 or 10 feet. But see, I'm standing way over here, and I mean, it reaches almost to the, the shot vac's way over there, and it's almost reaches the shelf here. So, good 10 or 15 feet anyway. But let me know, savagenomore, what you think. I think it says on here what it is, but that's the we need the, I thought it said on here, but I don't know, it's probably, I'm sure anywhere from 110 to 120 volt amp, so I'm not sure on that yet, but I can look that up in the book. But let me know what you think. I guess anywhere up to 6 or savagenomore or whoever else watches my videos. Now, let me know what you think of that. If I maybe just cut, because I'm just gonna probably just cut this cord off anyway. But what do you think if I think this end I'll leave on. It's still fine, but if I put an end on the other end, do you think I could use it as like an extension cord? Because I don't really need another one back here, but we could use one up at the house, because we're always needing them up there. So, and plus this is black, so it'll kind of blend in with everything. So, but yeah, so let me know. I know that my sister's ex-boyfriend, he knows how to put those ends on cords, because this guy here, this heater, the cord's still there, but he put a new end on it. Wasn't a brand new one. I think it was, yeah. See, he put that on, just kind of like a little cheapy cheesy kind of dewey. So I guess it can be done for sure, but I know it has to get worked on in here. This is all kind of falling apart and everything, but I don't really have time for it right now. Maybe someday, but. So I got another project done, and I actually completed it and didn't blow up my shop. So freaking right. So I guess you guys can let me know what you think, and don't forget to, I guess, hit that like button too if it happens to be there. So, and subscribe, I guess, if you're new too. So, but this isn't not how how to put the wiring, how to put the ends on. I already did it. So, but yeah, so I guess let me know, guys, what you think. Like I said, it's got new ends on both ends. I didn't have to replace this one. This one was still fine, but I figured what the hell was the point, might as well just replace them anyway. So, but it works, guys. So, savagenomore was right. It was just the ends, but really it was just this end that was rotten. Or this end that was rotten. This is the one that always went in, right? So, but this one's done. So, but anyways, guys, I think I'll probably take off then for today. Just wanted to show you guys that quick, and I do have a video up for tomorrow, I guess. Well, maybe tomorrow. It depends on how the editing thing goes. I know the editing's been kind of slow, so it took me like 3-4 hours just for YouTube to process the son of a bitch. So that was even after I freaking edited the damn thing all together. Threw my intro in and shit like that. That was my last video that I did there. So, but yeah. But anyway, guys, I think I'm going to take off for today. So, savagenomore, if you watch this video, or anyone that knows some wiring, let me know what you're thinking about the shop vac cord, because it's still good. I just cut it off from wherever, and then we scrap the rest, but keep the cord and just put a new end on the cord. Let me know what you think. And plus, this wiring in this one is a little bit different than probably this guy, so I could probably learn a little bit more off that too, because it's round. So this will just kind of be like a practice cord too. So I know this port here should get replaced too, but I don't know how to do it, go that far down. It's got some holes in her and stuff, but it's been taped up, but it's got like 50 million feet of freaking cord on it. So this is just a dual plug-in. You can see there. Oops. I guess my phone thought I was flipping her over. Stupid phone. Oh well. Anyways, guys, I'm going to take off for today, so I guess have a good day and stuff, and yeah, so thanks for watching, too. See you guys later.